Hi everyone, it's Erlene of Erlene Garcia Art, and today I will be sharing with you how I package my jewelry items to take to a store. This is a temporary packaging because what they do is they take it out and they display it on their own displays. So I just want to have a nice presentation and an inexpensive one. So if you're on a budget or you're just starting out, I'm going to show you what I do. So I have my little paper cutter. I have a Sharpie because you want to always autograph your work. It makes a nice presentation to the customer. I have some business cards that I cut up. I have a 1mm hole punch, and the regular standard hole punch might be like 4 or 5mm. Some ribbon that I use to tie the back of the necklace up so it's not hanging everywhere. Tape. Baggies in different assorted sizes. It's for candy, and I needed baggies. I found them at the local Dollar King. I think they were like $1.21 or something like that, but that was because I needed something quick. You can find baggies at Michael's. You can find baggies at Joann Fabrics or Hobby Lobby. These particular ones right here I ordered off of Etsy, and I was very happy with them, but I recently found the exact same things at the Dollar King. So don't you know, I bought 10 packages. And again, if you're on a budget, then you can just use your regular sandwich baggies or snack size baggies. And just as long as your items are kept neatly and separated and nothing is getting tangled. I'm always on the look for baggies, and I know that sounds crazy, but I go through a lot of baggies. I even have baggies for my collectible Marilyn Monroe magazines, so there you go. Crazy baggie lady. Okay, so I'm showing you that the size of this particular bag, it fits the hole punch. So whatever item that you're selling, if it's a little bit bigger, it will hold in that particular bag. So get into your cardstock. I like to use white or a natural color. You could even use a recycled brown paper bag or grocery bag. I like the solid color because it will show off the colors of your jewelry. Now this is my little Vistaprint self inking stamp. I've had it for a couple of years and it's still going strong. I use it on my greeting cards. I use it on envelopes that I'm sending out, packages, whatever. It's just, it still works. So I'm happy about that. So what I did is I stamped my name on a 2.5 by 3.5 inch cardstock. I punched 2 holes. Now, if it was earrings, I would use the 1mm punch and leave it at that. But because it is going to be a bracelet or a necklace, you want to have a little bit more give in there. So this particular bracelet has, it's double strand. So I'm going to feature the lucky Chinese knot at the top and then the closure at the bottom, so people can see the whole thing in one quick look. And I do have an additional price tag and another name tag hanging on that bracelet, because when the owner of the shop takes it out of this bag and puts it on her own display, my name is still hanging, and you want everybody to see who created this piece of jewelry. So that looks very nice and neat. It doesn't have to be temporary, but I use mine as temporary. Or if your particular shop owner just throws them in a basket, it still protects the item. And I also, on this one, I'm going to sign the front. I always sign all of the cards just in case they do leave it in this original packaging. I will write on the back what the item is. And because this necklace is a 1mm cord, I'm using the smaller hole punch. Then that way it keeps the necklace in position. And then again, I will cut the 2 sides And you know, now that whenever I'm at Michael's and I see the cards that are pre-made like this, yes, they are very nice. But when I need like 100 of them or 200 of them, that adds up really quickly. So this is, for me, this is just a quick way. And again, that it will hold your necklace in place. I'm just using a temporary picture of myself in that soldered piece of glass to show you what I do on the back of it, so the necklace doesn't look all tangled up. I take basic white ribbon and just tie a little bow, and whenever the person opens it, they're like, oh, it's a present. But it just looks neater. And then I will cut the ribbon at an angle. And actually, that particular ribbon, my sister bought, I think, like 10 spools at a garage sale for $5 and gave them to me. So this is how I displayed some of my little bottle necklaces. And if you like those, P.S., there's a little video you can watch on that. This is my business card, and like, I don't know 500 people that I'm going to pass it out to, so I'm recycling it into using different parts of it for my jewelry tags. And I'll just use the 1mm punch. And then if you don't have like specialty thread or embroidery floss, you can use just a strong sewing thread. And again, I signed my name on the front. And I will dangle that, and I will also write the information on the back if I have enough room. But it is very important, like I said, you need to always let everybody know how long the necklace cord is, what type of stone is featured in your jewelry item. Because, like I said, if you're selling a lot of pieces at one time, or you're at a craft fair and you forget and you're like, oh my God, what is that? And even more importantly, if you're helping another customer at a craft fair and somebody picks up the item, and not only is it very helpful that the price is on it, it also tells what stone it is and how long the necklace cord is. And that's a very nice selling feature if you're standing at a table by yourself and you have 5 customers. So at that point, they're picking up 3, 4, 5, 6 items, and they know it comes to a certain amount of dollars, and they're like, right on, this is the right price. And that helps you sell quicker instead of them waiting around saying, excuse me, miss, how much is this? And then you have to stop and say, okay, I'll be right with you, I'm with another customer. Or if you wrote the meaning of, let's just say, citrine on the back of the card, they don't have to stand there and wait and ask you, what does this mean? What does that mean? All of the information is right there. And believe me, it will truly help your sales. And because I work with so much different types of paper, I don't like to throw away anything. So the little scraps that I have, I will take my price tag punch, and I will punch out a bunch of little images that look pretty cute that I can use as a price tag. Nothing says you have to use a white paper, but I mean, I like using the white paper. But on my other items, let's just say I'm selling a jean handbag, maybe it has crazy patches on it. I think a little price tag like this kind of adds to it, and it doesn't give you sticker shock when you turn over and see the price of one of my handbags. No, I'm kidding. But you can also use any of your other punches that you might have. If you have a heart-shaped one, or a circle punch, or a little mini square punch. If you don't have a punch, you can tear your paper in a very creative way, or use your little fancy scissors to cut prices. So just use what you have on hand. So that came out pretty cute. I like it, I like it. So I had bought that Martha Stewart punch at Michael's a few years ago. I don't believe they sell it any longer, but I'm sure you could probably find something similar on Amazon or one of those sites. And what I usually do is I'll just sit there and I'll punch out like 5, 10 of them, maybe more, and put them aside for when I need them. Actually, I'll probably punch out maybe like 80 of them and just have them on hand. You could even decorate some of your plain tags with stamps that you might have. And that would be kind of fun. Sign your name to it. It just makes it more personable. Let's see how the heart-shaped price tags are going to look. I like this idea. It's very feminine, and I've used this heart punch a lot. You might have noticed in my other videos that I've used it to in black on some of my greeting cards. I'm always taking some of my other art supplies that have to do with my greeting cards, or some of my supplies that have to do with sewing or knitting or beading. I cross them over and mix them up. I use things where they don't belong, and somehow it just comes out really cool. So look inside of your art supplies, see what you can add into your packaging, and just keep everything neat, clearly written, your name on items so people know who designed it, all dimensions, all sizes, all information, the stones, the type of metals that you use in your jewelry. It really pays off in the long run. So good luck, and thanks again. And please watch my other videos, because there's other cool things on there like greeting cards and just fun stuff. Thank you very much, and have a happy day. Bye.